know, it's like this. I'm listening to all these radio stations. There's one of them they've gone downhill. They're trying to, anybody's trying to push anybody but Trump, or they got some lame music going on. Some station on here I was listening to, they're talking about climate change and how it's doom and gloom and all this stuff, and it's so strange. There's nothing on. I'm near Nashville, and this is our choices. Listen to all these radio stations. You know, I mean, you hear a little bit stuff like that, and
a lot of black people are
these guys everybody's trying to sell something. What was the other one? There was one down here on the end though that was WPLN or something, and had some egghead on there talking about how, you know, climate change is going to be doom and gloom on everybody, and it's just, I mean, this is the state of radio. Everybody's trying to sell something. There it is.
They see a difference.
You know,
in their climate.
I don't even know what station this is. This must be some type of I don't know. Who knows?
In reading and math.
Eggheads getting together and
schools have
trying to act like they know what to teach. Here you go. Listen to it.
Over the last couple of years, you have, as a teacher, you have so much to navigate on what books you're reading, whether or not you can mention gender, or you have to watch your language very carefully. Have you experienced any pushback from parents or even like local politicians who don't like the fact that you might be bringing up a topic like climate change in the classroom?
I mean, what I would say that pushback we would get is probably more so when we talk solutions. I believe that everyone is on the same page, or at least most of us are on the same page when we say the climate is changing.
Oh yeah, it's been changing. We were going to freeze to death in the 70s, burn to death in the 80s.
For it.
Oh yeah, we had
you have different stakeholders and different
ozone going away in the 80s.
A possible solution,
and
it's
mid 80s was acid rain,
disregard,
and then
because climate is something that
world was coming in 2000. Then it's going to do it in 2008. Then it's going to do it a few years ago, and then you had one little girl getting on there saying we were going to be done in 5 years, and that was like 2 days ago.
And Mariah Bessis, a 4th grade education teacher at Bartle Elementary School in Highland Park, New Jersey. Thanks to you both. Enjoy the rest of your summer.
Thank you.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Mariah.
Oh no, don't enjoy that summer. You're liable to burn up. You might ought to move up to Canada or someplace. Goodness gracious. There's just nothing on the radio. I mean, they're trying so bad to sell something. Like I said on just like on this station, 99.7, they got some guy on there. He's pushing, he's bad. You can have DeSantis has the same policies as Trump without all the baggage. Oh yeah, I can just see DeSantis in there pushing things like Trump, can't you? Oh, I'm sure he'll be tough on the border. Oh yeah, definitely. And he'll be able to strong arm people better than Trump. I mean, he's been tested, on the Florida stage. And been endorsed and money given by Soros and all these other clowns. Oh yeah. No, only one I trust. And I trust y'all. I should, of course, but that's who I really trust. I believe he sent us some people. And the toughest one I know, the only man that I know with all his flaws, is Trump. I mean, I don't know who else you can get in there that can beat people. If they put DeSantis in there, you're going to see Hillary Clinton or somebody jump in, or somebody like that. I would probably even go for a Trump RFK Jr. ticket, even though RFK Jr., I don't like his gun stances and stuff, but I'm sure that that has a lot to do with his dad being assassinated, but you know, when you have people that are gun-abiding, law-abiding citizens that have guns, you know, I was watching a video this morning of some Rhode Island senator or something that keyed somebody's car, and he was talking about gun nuts. Yeah, that guy, boy, you key my car, oh my God, let me catch you keyed my car. He would have had to have an enema to get rid of his keys, I guarantee it. Oh my God, this guy was pushing at the law there, you know. I think it was on the Blaze is where they showed it. And he's acting like, you know, he's just a gun nut, doesn't like me. Well, the kid didn't even know. They showed, you know, a blurred out version of the kid's face, and he was talking to ask him, you know who that is? And he said, no, I don't know who it is. I just saw him key my car. You know, he's acting like since he was a senator, he was well known or something, you know, some type of state senator. I think it was Rhode Island anyway. And this worm, you know, he was talking about, oh yeah, you know, he's just a gun nut. Well, little did he know there were some cameras there around that got him doing that. Great. So he got caught, so they showed the cops going back to his house and arrested him. And even then, the cops are trying to weasel around. Oh, Senator, you know, were you threatened? You can put that in your report. He was kind of halfway helping him write his police report. He goes in to get some money. He says, you're going to have $50 cash to bail out or whatever. He goes in to get it. I mean, they wouldn't do that to us. You know, me and you know, if we did that and they come for us, they'd just come on in, they'd put us in handcuffs and take us out is what they would do. But he's a senator, you know, so I mean, he gets special treatment. He's a senator. And that policeman showed it to him too, you know, giving him ideas about, you know, if you felt threatened, you can put that in your report too, Senator, and all this junk. And he goes in the house and his wife says, well, what's going on? What's going on? He says, and he admitted it outside to the cops, you know, well, you know, I guess I shouldn't have done that or whatever he said. But when he got inside, his wife said, what's going on? He said, well, they say that I keyed somebody's car, whatever. I got to go down here and take care of some paperwork or something. Well, what's going on? She kept asking. He just kept, I mean, yeah, I hope she sees the video and knows what kind of a, you know, I mean, these are people, guys like that are the ones writing our policy that we have to live under. You know, people that'll key your car and call you a gun nut. Yeah, these are the kind of guys that are elected by a bunch of people that I don't know. I don't know who elects these folks. I mean, I'm sorry. I probably have elected a few folks that I've regretted too. But no telling how long this guy's been in office and making the policies and the laws that you and I have to follow. Now, not necessarily here since I'm in a different state, but it's the same thing. We got the Romneys and we have all these, you know, AOC and all these people making laws and stuff for us to follow, and they're as corrupt as you can get. I wouldn't let them untie my shoe, and I am not Yahshua, that's for sure. They're just wouldn't let them take gum off the bottom of my shoe. Really, seriously, and I'm nobody. I'm not anybody special, but they're just terrible, horrible people that they're out to buy votes and keep their power and keep making more money. I think AOC went from being a bartender, probably making, I don't know, I'll just say she made $100,000 a year, so she started getting more. I think she makes $175,000 or $200,000 now as a congresswoman. And now, my last I saw, and I don't know if it's true or not, I saw somewhere where they said that she is worth now like $29 million. What, she's been in office, what, maybe 3-4 years? I think maybe she's won a couple terms, it's, you know, 2-year terms in Congress. It's just crazy. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, so wizards of smart that we elect, you know, keying cars, sending money to Ukraine so they can take some of it back. I think maybe a lot of them, when they go to the World Economic Forum, that's probably where they're picking up their checks, since it's in Switzerland. You know, you give money to, and you know, they go there and pick up their check, and it's just it's just a payoff is all it is. They're getting money, so maybe they give their father-in-law or brother-in-law some contract there to go clean up the war effort, or maybe they own a bunch of stock in whoever sends all the, I guess, some of the ammo or some of the tanks or whatever else they're sending this week, some parachutes or whatever, and they get kickbacks from it. And then maybe it's not a direct, maybe it's just enough to finance their campaign again so they can keep making this money. They're making money. They're obviously all making money. How in the heck is somebody like AOC coming up with being $29 million richer in a few years? How does somebody like Nancy Pelosi become a multi-millionaire being Speaker of the House? Okay, maybe she makes $200,000 or $300,000 a year, and she was there, I don't know how many years. Let's say she made $200,000 a year for 10 years. That's $2 million. Okay, let's say she did it for 30 years. Okay, that's $6 million. But she's worth like $50 million or something crazy like that. Way over $100 million. And her husband is too. I mean, they both have made money off of insider trading and everything. Allegedly. There has been some other people with a lot more experience, a lot more insider knowledge than I've got that say that is the truth, okay? So don't just take my word for it. Don't take my word for it at all. Do your own research. The thing is, we have people like this that lead us, and then we have all these radios, that I talked about. They're all trying to have a horse race. They're all wanting a horse race real bad, so they can sell advertisement. If it was just one person, if it's just Trump against Biden, I'm not going to sell any advertisements. They can try to sell all that, blow that smoke about 81 million votes all they want to. I haven't seen one t-shirt that says Biden Harris, ever. No hats. I saw like one or two yard signs back in 2019 or 20, and maybe a couple stickers on some beat up old cars out in California, but I haven't seen anything like that. Not around here, and not going up and down the road, and not in California, and not anywhere I've been, not in Kentucky. I've been to Missouri. I haven't seen it. So I don't know where all these 81 million votes came from. But boy, they'll have to do all that shutting off votes, for 4 days again. They'll have to do it again if they want to beat Trump, unless they can put him in jail or something, which they're trying to do. But and the only way they can sell any advertisement, the only way these radio stations and stuff can sell any advertisements, they have to have a horse race. They have to have DeSantis, or they're going to try to mess with the polls. They're going to bring out Newsom. They're going to bring out RFK Jr. They don't want RFK Jr. See, he ain't going to play ball either. See, the Democrats know he's not going to play ball either. He might play ball a little somehow, or maybe they might be able to manipulate him some, but they're not going to play ball like Trump didn't. Trump didn't. He didn't play ball with the Bushes. He didn't play ball with all these other folks, the Romneys and all that. They tried their best to weasel their way in. He has some weasels that did get in, some, all that South Carolina senator or whatever, and different ones, and Barr and different ones. Hopefully he'll be smarter this time. But he always say keep your enemies close or keep your friends close and your enemies closer. So maybe that was his strategy. I don't know. Maybe he knew he'd have to be into his second term to really get anything done. I don't know. But I can guarantee you, he's the only one that I know that can beat anybody in the field. So anyway, have a good day. And if you like this, if you like that, I saw somebody liking something earlier when I was posting this. If you like this, please like and share and subscribe to the channel. That helps get the algorithms out and all that good stuff. So until next time, have a good one. Later.